Thank you for listening to this edition of DermWire News, powered by DermWire.com. DermWire News is an editorially independent program made possible with advertising by Ortho Dermatologics.
Bristol-Myers Squibb reinvests in dermatology, and technology advancements set the tone for 2019. Ahead on DermWire TV. Welcome to DermWire TV from the editors of DermWire.com and Practical Dermatology magazine. I'm Rana Jaraha. Bristol-Myers Squibb will acquire Celgene in a cash and stock transaction with an equity value of approximately $74 billion. The transaction will create a leading specialty biopharma company focused on cancer, inflammatory and immunologic disease, and cardiovascular disease. Based on the closing price of Bristol-Myers Squibb stock of $52.43 on January 2nd, the cash and stock consideration to be received by Celgene shareholders at closing is valued at $102.43 per Celgene share and one tradable contingent value right. When the transaction is complete, Bristol-Myers Squibb shareholders are expected to own approximately 69% of the company, and Celgene shareholders are expected to own approximately 31%. Together with Celgene, we are creating an innovative biopharma leader with leading franchises and a deep and broad pipeline that will drive sustainable growth and deliver new options for patients across a range of serious diseases, says Dr. Giovanni Caforio, Chairman and Chief Executive Officer of Bristol-Myers Squibb. Dr. Caforio says the new company will benefit from an expanded early and late-stage pipeline that includes 6 expected near-term product launches. Suniva Medical is partnering with Helion Medical and PureGraft to add 2 new products to its aesthetics portfolio. Helion Medical is partnering with Suniva for certain markets on their proprietary platelet-rich plasma, or PRP technology, featuring a high platelet capture design. They are also entering a long-term exclusive relationship on Helion's next-generation aesthetic technologies, expected to reach market in the middle of this year. Suniva Medical has a distribution partnership with Bimini Technologies for certain markets on their proprietary PureGraft fat grafting system for use within the regenerative skin and body care industry, and an exclusive relationship on their next-generation technology scheduled to launch in early to mid-year 2019. The new products join Belafil, Suniva's flagship regenerative biostimulatory product. Unveiled at the 2019 Consumer Electronics Show, the La Roche-Posay My Skin Track UV from L'Oreal is now available in Apple stores in the US and at apple.com. It is the first battery-free wearable electronic to measure UV exposure. My Skin Track UV was developed by L'Oreal's technology incubator, where Guy Belush participated in development.
About 2 years ago, we launched a technology with La Roche-Posay called the My UV Patch. It was a skin-like sensor that applied on the skin and alerted people on the amount of UV exposure they had. Since then, we ran an Ipsos study and found the technology was really getting people to live a healthier lifestyle in the sun. And it's the first battery-free wearable UV sensor that gives a long-term information about UV exposure, doesn't need to be charged, and just tap on the phone and you'll see the amount of UVA and UVB exposure linked to not only UV, but also pollen, pollution, and different environmental factors.
My Skin Track UV relays stored data to its accompanying app, which also integrates with Apple Health Kit. Pulse Biosciences nanopulse stimulation technology achieved outstanding clearance rates on sebaceous hyperplasia lesions on the face, new data show. Clinical investigators rated 99.5% of facial sebaceous hyperplasia lesions treated with NPS as clear or mostly clear by 60 days post-treatment. NPS is a non-thermal technology that utilizes ultra-short nanosecond energy pulses that directly interacts with the physical structure of cells without disrupting the integrity of non-cellular tissues. That's it for this edition of DermWire TV. You can always get news updates at DermWire.com or via your Echo device. If you haven't already done so, visit the Amazon Skill Store and enable the Dermatology News skill. Then tell Alexa to play Dermatology News. Thank you for watching.
Thank you for listening to this edition of DermWire News, powered by DermWire.com. DermWire News is an editorially independent program made possible with advertising by Ortho Dermatologics.